They called it a breakthrough. The nation was told, "We have the gun that killed Senzo Meyiwa." Bheki Cele and Khehla Sitole promised justice. But the truth about that weapon tells a darker story, one filled with contradictions, broken promises, and evidence that doesn't add up. In October 2020, police announced they had recovered the firearm used to kill Meyiwa. Ballistics experts claimed a positive match between the gun and the bullet fragment from Vosloorus.
I'm happy to announce that there's been a breakthrough in the Senzo Meyiwa murder case. The first 5 suspects have been arrested between 8 a.m. and 10 a.m. this morning in Gauteng and KwaZulu-Natal. These arrests are as a result of multidisciplinary integrated approach to this investigation, which is working closely with the Director of Public Prosecution. The South African Police Service and the prosecution team are confident that we have a watertight case against all 5 suspects. At this point, we cannot reveal any further information as investigations are still ongoing and more arrests cannot be ruled out. In conclusion, for us in the police service, it was always important to take time and work thoroughly on this case to ensure justice for Senzo Meyiwa. While 6 years have gone by, we remain confident that these arrests are the start of bringing closure for Senzo Meyiwa's family, friends, and fans, as well as millions of South Africans. Now, I'll allow the National Commissioner to give more details on this arrest. Thank you very much.
These are ladies and gentlemen who are very dedicated. Of the 5 suspects which the Minister has just outlined, one of them is the key suspect suspected of having pulled the trigger in the Senzo Meyiwa case. But secondly, this particular process is backed up by forensic evidence connecting such suspects to the scene as well as the weapon suspected to be used. This investigation is continuing. We suspect that there would be more other arrests which could be effected as the investigation continues. But I also want to reiterate the fact that this has been a multidisciplinary collaboration, more explicitly expressing our appreciation to the NPA. The foundation of this case started from Gauteng under Advocate Chauke, who laid the foundation. Then it ended up in Pretoria. Advocate Baloyi finally dealt with this particular matter. And we receive excellent cooperation of the NPA under the NDPP. And we are still working together moving forward. I also then finally like to congratulate the cold case unit, because this is a unit of 4. At the present moment, they have now inherited over 100 cases, but in the 100 cases, they've already arrested more than 40 people on those cases which they have revived, and these cases are going court. This is the report that we can give at the present moment, but as we proceed with the investigation, we will continue to act.
The firearm had a history. Stolen in a 2013 in a cash-in-transit heist at Raby Ridge, it later appeared in the murder of a taxi boss in Alexandra in January 2015. Then suddenly, the same weapon was declared the key to solving Meyiwa's murder. Accused number 3, known as Menthobisi, was arrested in Cleveland in early 2015 for unlawful possession of a firearm. Police seized a 9mm pistol that was later, years after seizure, examined by Colonel Chris Mangena. Mangena testified that test shots from that pistol matched the bullet fragment recovered at the Vosloorus, Meyiwa scene, and reporting also ties the same gun to a 2015 Alexandra taxi boss murder and to a 2013 CIT theft. The big problems raised in court and in the media are long delays and inconsistent public disclosure, apparent chain of custody and booking out irregularities, reliance on internal testing with limited independent verification, and a lack of publicly disclosed DNA Dutch fingerprint, GSR evidence, linking the accused directly to the gun. 5 men are accused of Meyiwa's murder. They allege torture and forced confessions. Some claim they never saw the weapon. Is the state relying on scapegoats to close a politically sensitive case? The case became a national embarrassment. Bheki and Cele faced immense pressure to deliver. The gun appeared conveniently as a breakthrough, but rushing to declare victory came at the cost of proper procedure and evidence integrity. Cele promised more arrests and that masterminds would be charged. 5 years later, nothing. The 5 accused remain behind bars while the case stalls. Legal analysts and former detectives question the weapon's chain of custody and forensic validity. Independent verification has never been made public, raising serious doubts about the state's claims. Nearly a decade later, Senzo Meyiwa's family and the nation await justice. The firearm meant to deliver closure instead deepens the mystery. Was it the real murder weapon, or a convenient prop to protect reputations? Until an independent investigation occurs, the truth remains buried. What do you think? Comment below. Subscribe for continued investigations into South Africa's most controversial cases. If this story hit home, help us hit harder. Subscribe to Skybridge for more investigations that demand answers. Drop a comment, tap super thanks to fuel the next expose. Want to go deeper? Join the channel for just 14 rands per month. Cancel anytime. Your support powers the journalism others won't touch. This isn't just content, it's a call to action. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you on my next upload. Bye.